Hello, my name is Chris Jorn. I'm an application engineer at TriMech, and today we're going to be talking about how to maximize the use of manufacturer parts. What I have here is just a standard hex nut. It's a 5/8 hex nut downloaded from a popular online retailer, and they offer their parts in SOLIDWORKS format to make it easier for you to build your assemblies. So the first thing we want to look at here is how long does this part actually take to rebuild? So under performance evaluation, we can see it takes over half a second for this one part to rebuild. And we can see that 72% of that time, which is 0.45 seconds, is spent just on this one sweep. So when we're working with dozens, maybe hundreds of nuts and bolts on our assembly, we have to ask ourselves, do we really need these sweeps? Do we really need this geometry to exist inside of the part? And generally the answer is no. What we're looking for is an accurate bill of materials count. It doesn't matter what anything in this part looks like, really. We want it to look, like the part does, but on the inside, it's going to be mated to a bolt anyway. We're not going to see those sweeps. So if I simply suppress that sweep, it's going to be the same internal diameter, and we'll see that it loads in 0.08 seconds now. It's a huge improvement. Another thing that these manufacturers like to do is if we jump into options here, document properties, and image quality, they like to crank it up past 11. This is, even SOLIDWORKS has it shown in red, it's the danger zone. This is going to be very demanding graphically on your system. So depending on your system, it's going to change how much or how little this is going to affect the part. But we can kind of see an example here with this circle. As I lower the resolution, it's going to load faster, but that circle is going to get more and more polygonal until at the end we're looking at a hexagon. So maybe you want to leave it somewhere down in here. It's not a part that's important. So I always like to lower these fasteners and things. I'll go all the way down and show you that it really doesn't make a huge difference in the end product. Now, is this going to make a difference in our performance evaluation? On my computer, it's not. On yours, it might. It just depends on your graphics card. It depends on quite a few different things. But graphics quality, it is a very small part. So it's not making a huge difference alone. But what if we look at it in the context of an assembly? So I have two assemblies here. This is an assembly with the nuts and bolts as downloaded. So image quality, as we zoom in, we can sort of see the threads are in there. We can zoom in and see everything is nice and circular, very smooth. And we can do an assembly visualization, excuse me, and look at the rebuild time here. And we're going to see that it's not huge. I mean, we're looking at, you would think if each one of these complex took 0.6 seconds, that added all together, it's going to take far more than that. But the truth of the matter is that the way assemblies are set up, they are kind of optimized to deal with a lot of the same thing. SOLIDWORKS isn't rebuilding this each time. Assemblies have come a long way, and it's not just an addition. The difference comes when we have many different fasteners. So we have washers, we have nuts, we have bolts, we have lock washers, we have wing nuts, we have 18 different sizes of all of those things. That's when you're going to see a huge change in this rebuild time and this load time. The load time is longer than the rebuild time, so that's the first time you open it. And we can see it's a little more than half a second. But if we look at the simplified configuration, From a top view, it looks about the same, but these have all been very simplified. As I zoom in, you can see it's very polygonal. It's not very smooth, but from out here, I mean, it looks the same to me. Especially when we're out at a level like this, where we're seeing these nuts and bolts very, very tiny because there's hundreds of them in the assembly. And the rebuild time on this is significantly lower. It's about 0.2 seconds versus 0.7. So, 3-4 times faster on just a really simple part like this, a really simple assembly. So this has been a quick overview on just how to make your manufacturer parts that you download perform better in an assembly. If you have maybe just one or two nuts and bolts, types of nuts and bolts that is, it might not be a huge deal to you. But when you're building a very large assembly, this is especially important when you're getting over 30,000 parts or pushing the envelope on an older graphics card. You're really going to want to take some of these tips to heart and just reduce that image quality, take those sweeps out. It doesn't hurt anything, it looks the same. Everyone knows this is a nut and a bolt. The bill of materials are going to be identical. So that's my quick tip for today. If you're wondering how I got these in, I did not manually mate each one of these. I used what's called a component or pattern-driven component pattern, otherwise known as a derived fill pattern, based on the original fill pattern. And that will be the topic of my next video. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you again.